Well, hello. Say hello, where you from, who is painting with you? It is so nice to be back. I have not poured my paint yet, so I am going to start doing that. Oh, there we go, 8 people online. Patty, hi my friend from soggy Port Moody. How are you doing? Did you know that I'm out in Port Moody every week? On Thursdays, I am at Moody Ales. So I am there on Thursdays. So next week's the last one. Actually, this month I'm on a Sunday, but from January, I'll be there on Thursdays and we paint. So you've got to look out for those. I listed 2 events today. Mavis is here from, where are you from? Inderbury. Did I say that right? Oh, no, it's busy. Hello, Janice. Welcome, welcome. Brandy is here. Okay, now it's jumping too fast. Blythe is here. Barbara's here. Janine is from Oregon. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Very little black paint. Oh my gosh, all the bottles are so cold. I can't get the paint out. Aldergrove is in the house. Welcome, welcome, Pamela. Mulberry, Florida. That's Brandy. Sabrina is here from California. I put down 2 reds. I really like the bright red, and then I have a fire red because I mixed the 2 red paints. Portland, Oregon. Hi, Frida from Mulberry, Indiana. My daughter Christine is painting with. Hi, Lurie and Christine. Welcome, welcome. Tammy is here from Aldergrove. Jessica from North Carolina. Tanya from Oregon. April from Chicago. It's so neat to see people from all over come in and paint with. What color are we doing the background? Alabama is in the house. Hello, Jennifer. Ashley is here from Ohio. Amy from Tennessee. Regina. Hello, Amanda. Nancy is here from Surrey. I've been looking forward to this one for so much. Yes, Nancy, it's here for you. Jean is here. Alberta. Savannah from Merritt. Christine from Tabor, Alberta. How are you, Christine? We have, oh, it jumped. I think I saw another. Nancy from Wisconsin. Michigan is in the house. More Oregon. Carolyn Doherty, one of my favorite neighbors, right here in Surrey. Ohio is in the house. Oh, it is jumping so fast. I cannot see. What color are we doing the background? I'm feeling that I want to do it in a light blue. I haven't done a light blue. This one is like a goldish, yellowish, very yellow gold color. But I think I'm going to do a light blue background. What color are you guys going to do the background? Wilma is here from North Vancouver. Welcome, welcome. Sunnyvale. Oh my goodness, it's moving so fast. Linda and Jaylyn from Langley, welcome, welcome. Will you start with the background? We're going to start drawing out our Santa and then we'll paint the background. We're painting the background around our Santa. So we're going to start off with me showing you how to draw Santa. You guys ready to draw? Just want to share the Facebook Live in my group. Oh, did I see blue, purple, blue, black, purple background? Oh, I can't wait to see. You have to share. So after the event, I do a little selfie. For those who are new, I do a selfie and I post it, and I invite people to come and post their Santas or their photos of their paintings so we can see what it looks like. And it's nice, you can see other people's paintings. If you've gone all rogue on the painting, it's all good. We want to see. I'm having a hard time finding it. Where is it? You are so beautiful today. Oh, thank you so much. Sharon is here. Bella is back. Welcome back. Melissa is here from Chilliwack. If you did ask a question and I missed it, Jennifer from Victoria, this is the first time I'm doing a repeat painting with you. I did blue last time. I'm not sure what I'll do today. So someone did this one the other night with a gray background, and I was not sure about the gray, but it really made the Santa pop. So who knows, maybe a light gray. And if you make it light enough, it will almost look like a silver. So that could be fun too. But I'm going I'm going to go light blue today. I'm going to do something different. It is not allowing me to share my live, which is so strange. That's okay. We'll leave the tech for a bit. Almost 6:05. We'll give it another minute. I know there was lots of people going to join us, and then we'll start talking about the painting. I'm doing this with my kiddos at home in Merritt, my son on FaceTime in Burnaby. That is so cool. I love that. And Monique is here, Bella's friend. Welcome, welcome. Light blue for me, Paulina, yes. Heather, Adeline, Nevea from Regina. Welcome, welcome. Susan is here. I'm so excited about this one. Is a favorite. Sorry, what colors are we using? All right, so let's do colors. It is 6:05. I think this is a good time to do it. People are still coming on, but they're welcome to ask questions. If you see that I'm missing a question and you know the answer, I'd love if you could help me out to answer. We have a pretty awesome community here. Right, so you need black and white. Lots of white for the hat, and in here we need black for the eyes. We need a black to make this a little bit darker behind the eye, and I add black into the hat. So black and white, you need a color, a flesh color for the face. If you don't have a flesh color, what I normally do is I take orange and white and I mix the two. So add a little white with the orange, and then I add blue to it to mix a flesh color, but I can do it with these paints here, phthalo blue. If you have burnt umber, you can mix white into that. Just depends on the tone, how dark or how light you want it to be. Right, so this brown, this is just the craft brown, craft smart. This one with white. If you want it a little bit more pinkish, you can add a little red to it. But it's not that hard to go lighter with orange or the brown, and then add a little pink if you want it pinker, or a little, if you use orange like this orange, I use a little bit of blue. I know it's weird, but the blue and orange makes brown, and that helps me to mix a good flesh color. But you'll need that. I have them pre-mixed in a white paint bottle because I paint a lot of Santas this time of the year. Tomorrow night, 30 people are painting Santa in person with me. So I think I need to go make another bottle of that. And I need some blue for the background. So you need your flesh color for the cheeks and for the nose. You need black and white, red, and then whatever color you want for the background. Hi, Laura from Arizona. Welcome, welcome. Paula, a small island Oh, Palau, a small island country. Welcome, welcome, Gaia. In Micronesia. Well, welcome. I have to go look that up now. Well, not now, but I'm going to go look it up afterwards. All right, so do you have your paints poured out? That's my palette. I have lots of red, black and white, my flesh color, and blue. For brushes, I'm going to use, I have a round brush. This is a size 6 round brush. That's my round brush. And then I have a full bit, which is a size 8, my medium size brush. And then I have a big size 16 full bit brush. If you have a flat brush, that will work too. Mabel is here from Hong Kong. Welcome, welcome. Colorado is in the house. Kansas is in the house. Jody is here from Kamloops. So cool. All right. Let's draw Santa. You guys ready? Oh my gosh. Jean-Pierre is here. Hello from South Africa. It's my cousin. Welcome, welcome. Hoop alles gaan goed. Dit gaan altyd goed, dankie. Annie is here from Northwoods, Minnesota. Is it right? MN? Is that Minnesota? Annie, you gotta help me. I don't know all the American abbreviations. KC, Missouri, watching tonight, painting tomorrow. Yes. All right, so quickly going to talk again about how it works. I will guide you step by step. I have a certain pace that I work on, but you don't have to paint at that pace. You can take your time, just breathe, relax, have fun. I guide you step by step and I post the video right after. So if I'm moving on from the background into the face and into the hat, but you're still having a good time blending the background, don't rush. When I post the video, you'll be able to go back to where I was or where you are, and then you can play and pause the video and move forward as you need to. So if there's someone watching it tomorrow, you can skip all the hellos and all of that and then just go straight to where you stopped your painting or where you want to continue. During the live session, you won't be able to go back. And if you're able to move forward during the live session, we have to have a conversation because I need to know how you do that. But I'm going to guide you. For those who don't know me, my name's Frida and I do fun art, not fine art. So you can relax, have fun. And I also have an online school. I've posted the name here. And I saw a few people cannot make tonight or make this video, which stays on Facebook for 24 hours, and they bought the video. So if you're painting this and you want to go back, but you can't make it back before the 24 hours, you can. This is available to buy on my website. If you want to join the membership, which is a Paint Night at Home membership, which is the Netflix of Paint Night videos, that is $19 Canadian a month, and you have access to more than 100 videos. I think there's about 124, I think, in the membership right now. So there's lots of paintings to do, and you can binge watch or binge paint 5 paintings this weekend, and then maybe not paint for 2 weeks, and then you go back again. It's all there. So that's the membership. Anyway, so let's start painting. Not trusting myself, so sketch the pic out first and then paint with you all. Oh, Bella, you sneaky. I have to watch on my phone. It wouldn't work on my TV. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I have a love-hate relationship with technology. We're going to start off with our small brush. So use a round brush. Some people prefer to draw with chalk and others with a pencil so they can erase. But I'm just going to jump in with paint and do it with you. Right, so I like to wet my brush. Tap, tap on my towel. And we're going to go into the flesh color paint. So take a deep breath. I do the whole sketch with my the nude paint or the flesh color paint. All right. Picking up paint, I push down with my brush right into the paint like this. Push down, you can see the bristles bending over. And then I roll my brush to get the bristles back together like that. And then we're going to start right at the bottom here. And we're starting with just a big round circle for the nose. And you want to go quite close to the bottom of the canvas. So right at the bottom here, you're going to do a circle for the nose. Like that. Step 1, a circle. That's not too bad. You guys breathing? What's that in US currency? Yes, Amy's got it right. Round about $15. I haven't converted in a while. I don't really actually know how Canadian dollar is doing. All right, so now we're going to do another circle on this side, but it's more like a bow tie kind of look. So you're going to go right, see halfway here, you're going to go up and you're going to do a little thing like that. It just makes it easy to draw it like that. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. I like to wrap my picture around my canvas too. Looks like a little bow tie. That's not too bad, is it? You do want it to be a little bit higher than your nose. These little circles on the side, a little bit higher than your nose. Hi, Jackie from Newfoundland. All right, that wasn't too bad. And then right above my cheeks, I'm going to do a line. This is the bottom part of the hat. So you're going to draw this line here. And it's kind of curvy. It's got some curves in it. It doesn't have to be straight. You're going to go and do a line like that. This is the bottom part of the hat. And I go just past my cheek. And then I go up. And then I do another curve at the top there. I give it a little bit of a curl over here. That's this part here that you just drew. K-Dog's in the house. Hello, Carson. How are you? And then we're going to draw the hat. And you're just going to do kind of curl up. And you can decide, do I want my pom-pom to hang down here? Do I want it to go back in the hat? Do I want to curl it all the way up? Right, so I'm going to start right here. Do a line, slightly go out this way, and then curl back right into my hat. Here. Go up and curl back quite high on my canvas, and then I come back. And then we want to do the line on this side. Remember, his head wraps around the canvas. You want to do this line here. Go off the canvas. I go off the canvas, and then I come back here and I bring it in. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I am doing good, thank you. It's nice to be back. How's everyone doing with the drawing? Are you guys breathing? Don't forget to breathe. So 3 circles or 1 big circle, and then these 2 little oval shapes on the side for the cheeks. And then we place the hat on top. You want very little space here. The eyes are going to be in here. The hat, drag it, and then I also draw in the circle for my pom-pom. Make it as big as you want it to be. Deep breathing. That's good. And then we're going to draw the mustache. And you're just going to go right at the bottom of your nose circle. And mine's a little off here to the side, but you're going to go up through your cheek that you drew, up like that, curl it this way, and then take it back here. And then you do the same on that side. And then if you have space, sometimes I don't have that part in there. And if you feel like you're too high on your canvas, your face is too high, you can create a beard at the bottom here. Just kind of fill up the canvas. So draw in your mustache like this here. And then if you have space at the bottom, you might have to draw in the beard at the bottom, just depending. Vicky is here. Hi, and Merry Christmas. Right, so doing that, I'm going right in the center of my nose here. I'm going to go up like that, down here, and curl it like this. And then I'm going to go back here and on this side. Lots of lines. If it confuses you, just by covering this in white, because this is the mustache, it will help you see the lines. So right from the center, go up like that, go around, and then come back down. You guys still breathing? How's everyone doing? Just threw on a Christmas movie and now it's time to chill. I love that. Hello from Quebec City. You made it look so easy. I've done a few, Gwen. I try and make it easy for people to draw it too. Amir is here. Hello, Amir. How are you doing? Just popped in to say hi. Well, hi. Thank you for popping in. I love seeing your name come up. I'm just going to use some white paint to cover up some of these lines. If you find that you have lines that you want to change, I normally just use a little white paint, cover it up, redo the lines. Doing good here, easy directions. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing great. Glad to hear that too. So let's do this. We have 313 online. If I have about 10 to 15 readies, then we'll move on to the next step. So if you're ready to move on, just type in ready. Kath says, so much fun. I love it. Glad you're having fun. Annette is here from New Brunswick. Welcome, welcome. Michelle is ready. I love it. Oh, there's lots of readies. Oh my gosh. Amanda is ready. Valerie's ready. Bella's ready. Kathy's ready. I'm glad to see that. Noah's like, no, sorry, I stopped breathing. I'm not ready. That's good. Hello from Sheba, Aiden, and Zion, or Zane. Sorry if I messed up your name there. Hello, everyone. Oh, there's lots of readies. Let's move on. You guys are awesome. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I'm so happy. All right, let's paint the background. So what I like to do, and someone did it really well the other night, I did it at Moody Ales. And they had it a little bit lighter around here and then darker with the color as they go around. So if you chose one color for the background, maybe play with a little bit of white or even a different color. So if you chose green, you can use blue to make it a little darker, or you can use yellow to make it a little warmer, or you can just add white to it to play a little bit of the color. Instead of having just a flat color in the background, why not try two colors? And I'll show you how I do it, and you can do that too. Okay, I'm ready and I'm excited. Sorry, Kathleen, that I'm cutting out. If anyone else is having an issue, I didn't change anything tonight, so I'm not sure what that is. Hello, I'm ready and so excited. Okay, let's see. Love this. Jocelyn, thank you from Vancouver, BC. I had a great evening out Friday night in downtown Vancouver, right there in Gastown. All right, so big brush. We're going big this time. I never thought I could draw. Everyone can. You just need good guidance. Remember to breathe. So big brush. I like to wet my brush into the water. Tap, tap. On my paper towel, I just tap to get the big drops off. So my brush is still quite wet. And I'm going to go with a light blue, but I'm going to play with blue and white. So pushing down, or actually I'm going to move some white paint. So push down with my brush into the white paint like this. I'm going to take a little bit of blue, not too much. And I've got blue and white on my brush. I didn't mix up a color. I'm just playing with some blue and white. And I'm going to start off with painting. I'm going to start here and I'm going to go right up to my lines and then just paint all of this one color. And because I didn't mix the colors, they're going to go down very streaky. So the more you move your brush, the more the colors will blend. Less movement, it will be more streaky. So I want it lighter, closer to my Santa, and darker, more to the center or away from. So I'm adding a little bit of white, extra white on top. A little darker on the inside. And I'm going to do the same here. A little lighter. And as I move away from Santa, I'm going to add more blue. Oh, I might even add snowflakes to this one. Go around. Remember to go into this little space down here. And now I'm going to start picking up a little bit more blue. If you're using phthalo blue like me, it goes so far. You have to pick up so little blue paint. Nothing fancy. I'm just going in with my colors. Don't forget your little corner up here. Really loose with my brush. I like seeing all the brush strokes. First paint on the new easel. You guys notice I have new easels? Used to have those black metal ones. I got myself a wood one. I like the look. I like the way that it sits here. Playing with the color. Not a lot of paint on there. It's really playing it right into the canvas. And don't forget this little corner up here. And if you're wrapping your picture around the edges, remember to go all the way around. I think this one I'll try and remember it too. I never seem to do it on a live. to go around the edges. I'm not going to do this side because I pick up my canvas a lot. There we go. I think that's good. There's some movement. There's lots of white, lots of blue. I do find that the paint don't flow into these Michael canvases like they used to. So coarse. How's everyone doing? Is this watercolor? No, I'm using acrylic paints. And this is the brand I'm using. It's called Saks TrueFlow. And if you follow the Amazon link, it links up with these. I just bought 4 boxes of this paint. I just love it. How fun. Next time I have to be ready. Yes, Jane. And this one stays on Facebook for 24 hours. So if you have time tomorrow, you could still do this one. What is the yellow color? What is the yellow color mix? The one that I have on here is this yellow. It's called golden yellow, and it's got a gold on top of it. It has splendid gold on top. If you're planning on doing gold, I would suggest that you have a base coat first of a yellow or a brown, depending how bright you want it, and then do the gold on top. A lot of these metallic paints are a little see-through, so I like to have a base coat and then have my gold on top. I'm just now getting in on this. How do you get a little ball in that to look fuzzy like that? Oh, I'm going to teach that right at the end. I'll show you how to do that. I did gold, gonna need another coat or 2, yes. And you'll find also the gold, when it dries, you'll see less brush strokes too. So sometimes the gold is hard when you apply it the first time, and then the second coat's better, and eventually you don't see the brush strokes anymore. All right. How's everyone doing with the background? Are we ready to move on? I'm just giving my brush a good wash here. We're ready to paint the face. Jackie is ready. Patricia is ready. I mixed my gold in with yellow, and yes, with this one especially, you can do that. The pigment or whatever they use for this gold makes any paint shimmer. Brandy says, no, she's having an awesome time working on the background there. Not ready, don't know where's my brush. Oops. Anita, I don't have a traceable for this one here. I show you how to draw it right at the beginning of the video. You're so good. Thank you, Patricia. All right, so the next thing we're going to paint is the face, and it's okay if you're not ready. You're welcome to ask questions as I move through. If I don't answer, someone in the community will answer you. But don't rush because I'm moving along. Hold on, I need a sip. I'm really not happy with these canvases. Very coarse. I know, Susan, I'm having a very hard time with them. I did open a new batch from Michael's last night. This is from an old batch, and they were much smoother. So maybe they're done with all those coarse ones. I don't know. All right. Oh, Anita, thank you. All right, so we're moving to the small brush, tiny brush, and we're going to paint the space behind the nose where the eyes go under the hat. So that's much darker. And the color we mix is really ugly. It's a little bit of black with your flesh color that you've mixed. And you're going to make, it almost looks grayish, but you do want it a little bit darker because it's under the hat and it's way back there. You want to create that perspective. You don't want it to look flat. And you can see in here, that's not a nice color. It's really not a great color, but we need that to bring this to the front. Right, so we are going to, let's move that way. There we go. Just on the side, I have a little bit of black. You need probably less than you think. And I'm just going to mix a very dark, yucky color here. There we go. That is not a nice color. It's like a grayish flesh color. And that is what I am going to paint back here. Irene, for this painting, I don't wet my canvas first. Yes, you will be able to view the video after. It stays on Facebook for 24 hours and then it moves to the membership, and the address is up here where you can read more about the membership. Right, so I'm going to go in here right up to my lines and just paint that ugly grayish flesh color in there. It looks a little darker in the video than what it is here. Right in there. What colors do I mix for the flesh color? So I take orange and white, and then I add a little brown to it. But if you do have browns, especially if you have this brown with a little bit of white, the Craft Smart one, with a little bit of white gives you a really neat flesh color too. Sometimes when you mix the brown and white, you'll see, oh, I need a little bit of pink to it, but just do little bits at a time so you can see if you like the color. And also with the colors around it, sometimes it looks one color when you mix it here, and when you take it to the canvas, it looks a little different. But if you don't have brown, blue. Blue and orange makes brown. So my orange, chrome orange that I have, and phthalo blue makes a beautiful brown color, but a little bit of blue with a lot of orange. A little bit of black with your flesh color is the color behind the eye. So I take a little bit of black with some of the flesh color and I mix it in. It's a really yucky grayish flesh color, but that's the color you want. All right, so paint the nose, wash my brush, and just my nude color, my flesh color that I have mixed, I'm going to paint in my nose. Paint that in, and then I'm going to show you how to blend to get a little highlight on the nose. So I paint this in. Wipe my brush. I didn't wash it. Pick up a little bit of white. So that's my nose. And then I add white paint on top. Like that. And then I blend it in with a clean dry brush. So you do a hard line with the white, and then you just do some blending to bring out the nose. So I'm going to do it again. A nice, lots of white paint on top. So I leave the top to be a hard line. Wipe my brush, and then I just blend at the bottom of the white that I've put down to make it a little softer. And that's how I make my nose stand out a little bit. And here's a closer look at that one that's dry. So flesh color, do some white line on top, and then you blend out so that just a little bit of the white line stays on the outside. And then you do exactly the same with the cheeks, but the highlights are just on the side here, on the insides. So flesh color, then add white just on the cheeks there. And you want to cover all your drawing lines with the paint for the cheek. Painting it all one color. Nothing fancy here. One color, and I do one piece at a time because if it dries, you're not going to have the blending. So if you're painting everything the flesh color and then want to go do the highlighting, it's not going to work that well. And now I'm adding some white just on the side here, like that. Wipe my brush. And so you still want to leave it a hard line at the top, but on the cheek, I just kind of blend it in. Wipe my brush, blend a little more. Be gentle. Remember to breathe. Are you guys breathing? This seems like so much fun. Very well explained. Oh, thank you. I'm on the East Coast, so it's too late for me. I know it's so late. It's what are you? I think there's a 4-hour difference between us now. I'll watch the video tomorrow. Oh, you are most welcome. Yes, it's still Judy. This video is available tomorrow until this time, until 6 p.m. I'm doing the other cheek. Oh, I want to wrap this one around. Let's see. I'm going to go all the way here. I put the color down, wipe my brush. I don't wash it, I just wipe it. I think I'm getting paint on my new sweater. Don't paint with your new clothes. All right, so putting the white down. It's a hard line. See how it just sits there? We don't want that. Clean my brush. I just wipe my brush. I just wipe it. And then here, make that a little softer. Wipe again. Do a little bit more blending. It's really soft. You got to work really gentle with the brush here. There we go. Two little cheeks. Cheektacular. I love that. Cheers to all. Are you painting this one, Zelda? If you are, I can't wait to see it. Oh, perfect. Thanks so much. You got me painting again. Judy, that's awesome. And Wanda is here from Grand Prairie, Alberta. Welcome, welcome. I love this picture. Yes, me too. If you want rosy cheeks, I take a little bit of red with the flesh color to mix up a pink. Not too bright. Not too bright. I took a little bit of red with some of the flesh color to make a pink. Oh, it goes so far, this red. Like that, very subtle. And then I just play inside the cheek. I didn't do it on that one, but I'll do it here. And I just rub some red on the cheek. Look at that. I would probably want his cheeks to be a little lighter. Oh, let's go around the corner, around the edge. It's subtle, but it's there. It looks much darker on the video than what I can see here. Oh, these canvases are so coarse. I am just adding a little bit more white to my nose. Isn't it cute already? My cheeks look amazing. Sheila, that's so good to read. Hi, I am Anna and Aaliyah. Did I say that right? Are we going to do our own color for the hat? Patricia, you can do your own color. Yes, I'm going to stick to the red on mine. I've done this one in green a little while ago, but you can do your own colors for the hat. Yes, oh, thank you. How are we doing with the cheeks? Why are you? Why are you? Or are you asking where I am? What color did you use for the cheeks again? So I did a little bit of my bright red, like a drop, into the flesh color, and I mix up a little pink. And then I just went in a circle with my round brush, round and round. And it's very subtle, but it's there, you can see it. And if you want it to be a softer blend, you can use your finger just to go around the edges so it goes smoothly instead of having like a red dot sitting there. If you still have lots of lines showing up like mine here, this is a good time to use some white again to get rid of it. Ready to move on. Yes. And yes, you can use your own colors for the hat. So glad to post right after. I just finished drawing Santa in pencil. Yay! See, that's the thing. You got to work at your own pace. So some people start with me and then they just hang out. And then when I post the video, they go back. Others watch the video today and then they paint tomorrow or paint afterwards, after they put the kids to bed. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to paint in the hat. So you're going to do one base coat of red, and then we're going to come back and play with some red and black to add all these shadows that you see in the hat. That up there. I'm getting really good at this pointing, looking at the camera. All right, so use your big brush and just do the hat, and don't rush if you're not there. It's all good. Susie says, thank you, very easy to follow. I'm glad to hear that. All right, so big brush. And I have two reds. I have a bright red, and I'll drag it out so you can see what they look like. I have a bright red and a very pinkish red color. It goes pink when you drag it out. They're very different. And I mix the two because I love the color it gives, and that's what I use for my hat. I always find the one is just too bright and the other one's too orangey. So I mix the two. And I'm going to start right here. And you want to cover your drawing lines. So whatever you drew, you want to cover that. And some red paints might need a second coat. Mine is fine when I bring in the black on top of it. Nothing fancy. You are just doing big, bold brush strokes, lots of paint. Take a few deep breaths, just relax, forget about your day. We love your videos. Thank you. I am 8 and my sister is 5. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And thank you for chatting with me. Have to agree, you make it so easy. Yeah, I like to keep things simple. Right? Life can be too complicated. We just keep it simple here when we paint. I find it easier to grab my canvas. Who else is with me? Nothing fancy. You're just painting lots of red paint. And I love doing long, loose brush strokes. Take a few deep breaths. Evening, Wendy Donaldson. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Corinne. It's not very round, but that's okay. When we make it all fluffy, that will disappear. If you have really hard edges with the paint, I normally use my finger just to get rid of it, and you'll see why When we start flicking our brush out and you have hard lines around here, your brush strokes lift, the little fluffies that we do, and then they don't follow through into the hat. So you want to make sure, I normally just use my finger just to flatten out the paint around here and at the bottom here. And that's why my hands are always so full of paint when I'm done. Not painting this evening, have sinus infections, ow, and a headache to go with it. Hope you are well. I am, and I hope you feel better real soon. I can't stand sinus infections, and I'm prone. I get them a lot. My arm hurts. Patricia needs to rest her arm a little, I think. Don't overwork the arm. Isn't it cute already? Haven't even done the flaps yet. It's so cute. Can you guys believe we've been painting for almost an hour already? So crazy. Time flies when you're having fun. Can you recommend a good white paint? I love the craft white paints. They are so much more opaque, and it's the Craft Smart. I wonder if I got it. Wait a second. This one. I mix my flesh in because I buy this a lot. So the flesh color is in here, but this is the white from Craft Smart. And the other one I like is the Artist Loft Craft paint, the white, because they're a lot more opaque. So tonight I used this one, which is from Saks True Flow, and you saw how many times I had to cover up my lines at the bottom here because it's not as opaque as the craft paints. So if you buy, I love my student grade acrylic paints, but I love my craft white paints. They're very opaque. I've painted this one and he's so cute. Yes, time always passes so quick when I'm doing art. Yes. All right, so I know you're still busy with your hat, but I'm going to show you how I do this black shading. So you're going to take a little bit of black paint with some red, and you're going to mix up a really dark red. And you're going to add a little bit of a shadow here. You can see I did in this part that comes over here, I do at the bottom end, I do a little bit of black. This puts it in front of the hat here. That brings it to the front. So you want to do some shading there. And then I did a little bit here, here, and a little bit down there. And these are just loose brush strokes. And I did a little bit of shading there. Right, and it's just, you can see my brush strokes. It's really loose. And so washing my brush, dry it, taking a little bit of black paint. Black goes really far. We'll do this tomorrow. Hope. How do you make it fur fuzzy? I'm going to show that in a minute. We're almost there. All right, so I took a little bit of black with the red. I'll drag it out so you can see. It's not too dark. Sometimes you mix it and it looks like it's dark, but when you go on top of the red, it's still too light. Then you might have to do a little bit more. But you have to test, as soon as it normally looks fine on the white, but you have to test it on the canvas. So I'm going to do some here and see. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, I just jammed it there. really loose. If it's too much, a little bit of red with it. That's going to be my shadow over there. If you find that it's too dark, then just pick up some red and add in there. I do like to keep the curve in there. Over here, I'm going to go like this. See how it puts this in front? So you might have painted this and it all becomes quite flat. You can't really see it, but just by adding the shadow, it brings it back again. Add a little bit of a shadow here. It's a lot more than what it appears on the camera. So got to figure out how much to do so you can see it. There you go. And then I do want some down at the bottom here. And I do go back so that it's not a hard line. I just kind of blend out if it's a hard line. And make sure that there's no riff there. Oh, today I think I'll do a little shadow under my little pom-pom. Why not? So not a lot of black, not too much. I'll show on here again. So all the way here, under my pom-pom, I sneaked some in. Over here, going around, this piece going on top of the hat, and that there. Oh, and you can see I've got a little bit in there. You guys breathing? It was cute till I shaded it. So if you shade it and it is too dark, use your paper towel, rub off all the black and paint it all red again. I've done it where I've done the shading and it doesn't make sense or the hat looks weird. Yep, still breathing, good. What color make a flesh color? So I use orange and white and then I add a little bit of blue to it. So that's one way to mix it up. Or you can use brown and white. I like this brown, the Craft Smart brown. And with the Craft Smart brown, sometimes I feel I need to add a little bit of red to make it pink. But that's what I use. Thanks for reminding me to breathe. Oh, you are most welcome. I love that every time you ask if we're breathing, I take a deep breath. Lol. It's important. I painted with many people, thousands of people. I know how we all hold our breath. Even last night when I was painting, every time I said it, people went, and I can hear it in the room. I can hear like people are breathing. All right. I know you're still busy with the hat and the shading, but I'm going to move on to onto the mustache. So we're going to paint this gray. Oh, before we do the mustache, we got to do the eyes because it needs to dry. So we're going to go, they're so simple. They are two little round circles and I do them right on top of the cheek. If you end up doing this, I make them sit right on the cheek there. If you end up doing this and you're going right into your cheek, let it dry and then you can just repaint the flesh color into your cheek again. And my eyes are never the same. These two are very different. You can see this one's a little smaller than the other one. And you only notice it because I point it out. So don't be too hard on yourself if you can't get your eyes to be the same size. Go smaller and then you can make it bigger. Try not to go too big. They're really hidden behind that big nose and cheeks. And then to add the highlight, tip of my brush, I do a little mark here, like that, twinkle in the eye, and one on that side, tip of my brush. Look at him. Just a reminder that these classes are free and no one should be paying for entrance or any fees to participate for these classes. I just need to add that in there because I have discovered that some people have been broadcasting these classes and charging people. So please don't do that. They are free. As long as we are in this pandemic, I will continue doing these free paint nights. All right, so mustache, we're going to paint it all white and we're going to use some gray to add some details to it. Right. I am just using my small brush, lots of white paint. I'm going to paint. Remember, you're going to paint into your drawing lines. Paint it all white. And then we're going to use gray. For the highlights. And see how the other lines are coming through? You'll see how the gray covers that. If you ever want to reuse canvases and you really have a hard time to cover what's on the canvas, instead of going with white, go with gray and then with the white on top. And it doesn't have to be a dark gray, just a little, like a medium tone gray. And here is the gray I mixed, so a little bit of black with some white. And I'm going to use my lines and I just add little details like this and make it twirl. I might go back with a little white and break it up a little. You can make this as textured or as bold lines as you choose. If you've gone too dark, I almost feel like this is too dark. I'm just going to go with some white on top. Make it softer with some white. And then do the same on that side. I tried for 2 days, several times a day, and was not able to sign up. Really wanted to do this class. Will you do this again? Becky, you don't need to sign up for the class. I just go live on my Facebook page. I'm just here. This video will stay on Facebook for 24 hours, so tomorrow until this time. So I don't have any sign up or anything like that. It's just, you just show up onto my page at 6 p.m. and I do it every Tuesday. So you can come join me every Tuesday. I feel like this side needs to go a little higher. See if I compare the two. A little bit like that. And I'm just going to add a little bit more white. So if you missed a lot of this class, it's all good. I post the video so you can You can do it later tonight or even tomorrow. So if you did this too high on your canvas, well, it's not too high, there's no right or wrong here, but if you made your face a little higher and you have space at the bottom so you can continue with your mustache, and then at the end you can just paint the beard. I make it a different color, and then for his lip I just add the flesh color in like that. That's all I do there. How are we doing with the mustache? Thank you very much for conducting free classes online. Oh, most welcome. I love doing this. I love my my Tuesday classes. You're welcome. You're awesome for teaching free. Not many share their talents without a cost. Thank you. I love doing this, Wanda. My Santa has mouth. Yes. I have done it where I have done actually a little bit of a red lip, the bottom lip. So the top one I make flesh, and then I do a little bit of a lip. I have a tall one that I can show you guys. And then we're going to do the pom-poms. Are you guys ready for the pom-poms? Here is one of those long canvases. Here's a Santa I did on a tall canvas. So if you are, let's do this. You would just do this if you dragged it out a little lower. But here, look at that beard. This is a very long canvas. Isn't he cute? So now you can do this on a really long canvas. You can write joy on the side here, or Christmas, or whatever the case may be. He's really cute. I will post a full photo so you can see what he looks like. He hangs in my hallway next to my hallway Christmas tree. Lol, my mustache is huge. I can't wait to see it. Not sure why, but my husband's profile pic is on here. Oh, that's funny. Not sure why either. All right, let's do the pom-poms. So the thing with the pom-pom is you need lots of white paint. I need clean white paint. Mine has all kinds of colors in it. Where is the paint? There we go. Right, so first thing I am going to do is just paint all of this white. I do want lots of white paint in there. Lots of white paint. And then I pick up more paint. So when I pick up paint now, I pick up like this. And then I break up the bristles. So I kind of open it up on my palette. So it almost looks like a bad hair day. See how I separate the bristles? So pick up paint and then you separate it like that. And then you put your brush inside the white. So you want to put it inside the white, and then you're going to flick out like this. And that's how you make it all fluffy. Right, so you put it inside and then you flick out all kinds of directions. It is not a drag. You're not putting your brush down and dragging it. You're putting it down and then you're flicking. So you might have to practice that pushing down, and you want to make sure that the paint that you're painting on is dry, because if you're going to flick and the red is still wet, it's going to go pink. Separated it, and I think mine's still a little wet, but I'm okay with that. I just need to show you guys. and then you go around and round. So sometimes when I do this, can you see the hard line here? I would go back and then just dab with my brush a little bit, different directions, so that I don't have that hard line in between. I'm going to show you again how I do it. And I see how we can see the red versus the white, or the red coming through the white. Just go and dab, because we want the texture too, right? To break it up. Right. How cool is that? I'm going to show you again. Will this be recorded? Yes, Penny. It stays on Facebook for 24 hours, and then it moves to my membership, and you can find the information at the top here. Very cool. I love that you love this. I'm going to paint some white paint here. I'll do the bottom in a minute. Lots of white paint. Thick layer of white paint, picking up more white paint, breaking up the bristles. You're putting it inside the white, and then you're flicking up short little flicks with a brush. They're not big flicks, they short little ones. So put it down, be gentle. I'm not really flicking with my hand, just putting it down, slightly moving. Right. And then if you see lots of the red coming through, let it dry a little bit, go back and do a little bit of dabbing, breaking it up. I'm picking up a little bit of red paint. And remember, you're doing it down too. You're going to do downwards too. That's why we want our eye to be dry before we go down there. All the way around. I'm just adding more white paint. I'm going to bring this closer, show you what it looks like. You can see how I flicked down, and then I used my brush and I dabbed it around like that too. You guys breathing? How's everyone doing? I'm doing a little bit of dabbing right on the line there. And then I'm going to flick. I turn my brush all kinds of directions when I do this. I still have a lot of my drawing lines showing, so I'm adding more white paint. Flicking. Take your time with this. You might come back to this tomorrow. It's so fun to do. Adding more white to my mustache. It's gone a little too gray for my liking. Anyway, that's your painting for tonight. If you did blue, you can do little, oh, that's what I did on this one. Just a bunch of little snowflakes everywhere. So thank you for joining me. I will do a little selfie, and then please come and post your photos. I'd love to see what you painted. Please share this video. It's going to stay on Facebook for 24 hours, and then it will move to my membership. And if you do want to send a tip or a donation, I'll post the link for you. What else do I need to tell you? Go check out the, if you're in my Facebook group, I posted about a Christmas special that is running just for today if you want to get more videos like this. So Santa's in there, and then there is 11 other paintings and my 12 Days of Christmas collection. All right, so fun watching. Oh, I'm glad you had fun. All right, so have a beautiful week, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.